Hey guys, it's Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and this is your dose of realness every single Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you have not already, I would love if you could like and share me out. Of course, before we get started, let's start with the Best Life Crew song. Thank you guys so much for coming and being here.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, guys. It's Marlene of Marlene Motivates. And if you are new to the channel, if this is your first time clicking on this video, welcome. On this channel, I talk about positive, motivating, and encouraging videos, life lessons, all kinds of things. And today on the Dose of Realness, we're going to talk about being unapologetically me. And that's something that a lot of people I feel need to learn this lesson. We apologize a lot of times for just being our authentic self. And today we're going to talk about some ways that we can just be unapologetically ourselves. So before I get started, I'm going to see who is in the chat. Hey, Boss Life Online, welcome. Happy Thursday. Welcome to your dose of realness. I hope you're doing well. And of course, being not only a moderator, but also a member of the channel, drop exclamation point. I think it's exclamation point member. Yes. Thank you so much. Drop that in the chat. So, guys, today we're going to talk about some great ways that we can be unapologetically ourselves. And the first thing that I want to start off is I just want to tell you guys, give yourself permission to be you. So often we don't give ourselves that type of permission. We think that, I don't know, depending on what you're going through, your circumstances, your life, all of that depends on how you are right now in your personal life. And I just want you to give yourself the permission to validate yourself. Give yourself that time to validate you. Don't look to anybody else to validate you. We sometimes look to the wrong sources, the wrong people to validate us. And we have to learn to stop apologizing for who we are. Don't apologize, just be. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about some ways that I feel is very important to be our authentic self, to not apologize, to just be ourselves. Yes, thank you so much for dropping the exclamation point. Member, all my members, drop that in the chat. Thank you so much, Boss Life Online. Appreciate that. Yes. So the first point that I want to talk to you guys about to live authentically is number one, we have to learn to take responsibility for ourselves. Now, that's not easy because I know the way that I was raised, and I feel like a lot of times as women, and not saying men, but a lot of times as women, we kind of give ourselves like, oh, make excuses and all kinds of things for ourselves because we think that that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know, but sometimes I do believe that there is a double standard for males and females. They don't get the same type of, you know, um, ideals and certain ways to be. So we have to learn to take responsibility for ourselves and not for others. Okay? Take responsibility for yourself. See, our life cannot change if we don't change. And we have to start off by that thinking. So if you don't have that thinking already, I just want to encourage you. Yes, take responsibility for yourself. Nothing is going to change in your life. Nothing is going to improve until you start taking responsibility for ourselves because it's a very powerful thing. You can't blame anyone for the way your life is going. You can't blame anybody else when you don't forgive yourself. You can't blame anybody else for that. We have to take responsibility for that part. Yes, people may have done things to us and to hurt us, but whose job is it for your life? Who's who is in charge of the amount of joy that you could possess in your life? Who? Us. We have to learn that we are in charge of the trajectory of our own life, our own thoughts, our own thinking, our own light, right? We are in control of that part. So I'm going to get into this topic, and I'm going to look up my notes that I wrote here. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. So doing these 7 things that I'm about to share with you guys will show others that you are proud of yourself and you are being unapologetically you. And when you are your authentic self, people will respect you more. I'll say it again. When we show others that we are proud of ourselves and we are unapologetically you, when you are your authentic self, people will respect you more. A lot of times, people don't know how to be themselves. They're trying to be a version of what their family member, of what their job, of what whoever they're in a relationship wants them to be. But we have to learn to be unapologetically ourselves, and we have to learn to live more authentically. Okay. So let's get started in this topic. Number one, we have to learn to not make excuses. So don't make excuses. That's the first point. See, making excuses is what we do as human beings, right? But it's an excuse that insecure people do. So we're not insecure people. We know who we are. We love ourselves. So don't make excuses, because it's just a way to shift the blame in our life. We try to shift and say, is this person's fault and auntie's fault and mama's fault and cousin's fault and job and this and my kids. But we have to learn to own our own whatever it is. And we have to learn to don't be ashamed of something that you're experiencing or something that you are. Instead of making excuses, refrain from pointing it out or just own it. We have to learn to own the things that is the pieces of us, that's our personality, the things that you have been through in your life. We have to own that. Don't make excuses. Don't shift. We have to own up to whatever role we have played in it, whatever role we are playing in it, because that's how we can live authentic. That's how we can bring more joy into our lives. See, it's up to us. It's up to you. And depending on what you do with your circumstance, you have to learn to just don't make excuses. And it's easier said than done, because a lot of times we'll just say, maybe you really are authentically tired. Maybe you are really sick, or maybe you really can't do things. But we can't use that as an umbrella for our whole life, that everything is, we're always going to be tired. We're always going to be busy. We're always going to be something. But it's up to us for our life to blossom and grow and flourish. All of that part is up to us. And we have to learn to be unapologetic when it comes to that. If you don't want to change your life, keep making excuses, then this message isn't for you. Then click off this video, okay? We have to learn to stop making excuses for where our life isn't going. If something is not working for you right now, change it. Do what it takes in order for changes to happen. And a lot of times we don't want to do that. We don't want to own up to what we've done. We don't want to own up to our being lazy. We don't want to own up that we haven't done what we needed to do, that we haven't worked on ourselves, that we maybe are not grown up, maybe we're not mature, we haven't learned to forgive. We won't allow ourselves to heal. But a lot of times we make those excuses and we blame other people for the slow progress in our life. but our progress is up to us. And we have to learn to stop making excuses for that part. Hey, Cornice. Good morning. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a great Thursday so far. Drop exclamation point member to have your link dropped in the chat. I hope you're doing well. Yes, take responsibility for your life. I'm telling you, Boss Life Online, it took me a long road to be able to get to this point that I can say the progress in my life, either my flourishing or my standstill. Oh, okay. Okay, Cornice. Um, our flourishing or our standing still is up to us. It's up to us. We sometimes blame other people. We blame family members. We blame friends and X, Y, and Z. It's everybody's fault but us. It's everybody else's fault but ours. At what point in our life are we going to learn to stop making excuses for our growth or lack of growth? Whose fault is our lack of growth? Whose fault is it? Ours. And we have to learn to own that. Yes, take responsibility for ourselves. Yes. See you in the back with you in my ear. Okay. Awesome, Cornice. Thank you so much. So, guys, let's go to point number 2. So, the first point was we have to don't make excuses, okay? And number 2, we have to learn don't apologize. Don't apologize. So, save sorry for when you really are sorry about something. Being sorry about something you are is not something you're actually sorry about. And if they have a problem with how you are, that's their problem and not yours. Don't you see sometimes that we'll say sorry, sorry to people who want you to walk around on eggshells around them, and it's always your fault and never theirs. Those who like to shift the blame onto you, we have to learn to be unapologetic. It's not your fault because they're not mature. It's not your fault because they don't handle their money wisely, or they don't make good decisions, or they don't X, Y, and Z, or they don't like how you dress, or they don't like the way you look, or they don't like how you're flourishing and growing and how you've worked on yourself. That's not your problem. That's their problem. And we have to learn to stop apologizing for that part. Don't apologize and be sorry for who you are. Don't apologize because you've learned to let go of the past. Don't apologize because you're doing well in your life. Sometimes people can't be happy for you because you have made steps that they don't either know how to, or they don't want to, or don't care to make changes in their life. We don't apologize for being you. Don't apologize for the hard work that you have put into your life to make it grow, to make your joy rise. See, don't apologize for that part. We have to learn to be unapologetically us. We have to learn to live authentically for us. It's time we stop living for other people, especially I'm speaking to those who are boxed in and only living because of family, because family only wants to do these things. And you have big hopes, you have big dreams, and you're trying big things, and you're grinding and hustling, and you have things that you want to do with your life. And they may be talking about you. Who do you think you are? And all kinds of things. See, sometimes people don't like that you are doing better for your life because they don't have, number one, the courage to step outside the box and try something new, because they don't believe in themselves, because they don't love themselves like you do. See, we can't keep ourselves into a box and package ourselves and put ourselves in a corner and dim our light because they don't want to work on themselves. So don't apologize because they don't want to grow up. Don't apologize because you have worked on yourself, because you have therapy, because you have love for yourself, because you have respect for yourself. Don't apologize for that part. It's time we stop being sorry because they are sorry. That's just what it is. It's kind of a harsh way of saying it, but sometimes we have to learn to stop being sorry because we're around sorry individuals, people who won't try, people who will are always living in the past, people who are living at a standstill, and they want you to stay at a standstill with them. And because you refuse to be at a standstill, because you are trying to go up, you're trying to work on yourself and your craft and what it is that you do, what brings you joy, what radiates happiness off of you. See, the more things that we keep doing that produces joy in us, it helps us to learn to be authentic within ourselves. And we should never apologize. Don't apologize for that part. Don't be sorry because you're yourself. Don't apologize because you love yourself. Don't apologize because sometimes your light is shining too bright. Don't apologize for that part. We have to learn to be ourselves. Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, what did I miss? What did I miss? Yes, amen, Cornice. Good morning, Angela. How are you? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. Hope you and your family are doing good. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And thanks for all the likes, everybody. Hi, BJ's Good News. How are you? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. How are you? How's your family? I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you for being here. Thank you, Angela. I just unboxed it. I just took it out the package. Let's see. Yes, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see, what comment did I miss? I feel like I just scrolled past somebody. Oh, I did. Hi, Evangelist Nancy. How are you? Good morning. It's good to see you. I hope you're well. How's your family? I hope well. Thank you so much for all my members. Shout out to my members. Thank you guys so much for your support. And thanks for always coming through. And also, all my subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Boss Life Online. I appreciate it. Let's see. What did I miss? You're doing well. Your family also. Awesome. I love to hear that. Yes, guys. So let's go to, I think I'm on point number 3. I think I am on point number 3. Okay. So number 1 was we have to learn to don't make excuses. Number 2, don't apologize. And number 3, don't say it's just that. Using it's just that is a kind of apology. It's signaling that you think something is wrong and you're coming up with an excuse. For example, don't say, sorry, it's just that I get overly excited about my job and want everything to run smoothly. See, we apologize for how much joy we possess. We apologize because we're so good at things, and we have to learn to stop apologizing for who we are. We have to stop apologizing because our light is too bright. We have to stop apologizing because maybe they may not be in a level that we are emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, financially. Sometimes we are not in the same space as somebody else. And sometimes people can get intimidated by that. And they may not like that that you're doing good things in your life. They don't like that. Sometimes people get upset that you're working on yourself. Sometimes people don't like that you're working on yourself and they want you to, I don't know, stay boxed in like them. They want you to stay boxed in. They want you to be unhappy. And never let other people make you unhappy. Never make people make you unhappy. It doesn't matter. There's a job and the job is making you unhappy. Life is too short to be unhappy. Life is too short for you to allow even people who are related to you by blood to make you unhappy. Never let other people take over and control your life, to take over your thoughts, to make you feel smaller or less than. Nobody has that right. Nobody has the right to put you down, to make you feel small. You are too special, too important. Okay? And I'm telling you that. People sometimes try to step on you to elevate themselves, but don't allow anybody to make you feel less than, because you definitely are not less than. Okay? I'm doing well. Thank you. Hope you are doing well. I'm coming along, Nancy. Thank you so much for asking. I'm glad to hear you're doing well. Hey, Peekaboo Scholars. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. How are you? How's your family? I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. I don't know what I said to get the wow, but thank you. Okay. So let's get back into, I think we were on number 3. Okay. So let's go to number 4. Don't downplay. Okay. Don't downplay. For some reason, we downplay our talents. There's no reason to downplay something. Be proud of it. Own it. And it's not bragging. When you have accomplished something, when you've put in the hard work, don't downplay yourself. That's one of the things that we need to do. You've worked hard for what you've done. It's not bragging. There's a way to show humility while also embracing your accomplishments. And and it's not bragging. It's being proud of yourself. You've put in hard work. So don't downplay your accomplishments, things that you've been working on a long time, and it finally comes to fruition. And now it's producing benefits and blessings, not only to yourself, but to other people. Own that. Be happy for that. We have to learn to not downplay things, because sometimes people will try to downplay what you've done because they haven't done it. Maybe it's a really great idea. Maybe they wish they would have thought about it. Be proud of yourself. We have to learn it's okay. It's okay to throw on some of that sparkle, that shine. Be proud of yourself. That's how we encourage ourselves. That's how you keep going. We have to keep ourselves encouraged. And when we talk about our accomplishments and we embrace our accomplishments, that's how we feel good about ourselves. We have to learn to be unapologetically ourselves and say to myself, I refuse to apologize for what I've done. I refuse. I've worked hard on this. And now is my time to say, this is what I've done, and I'm proud of me. Own that part. I've worked hard and I deserve this. So don't downplay your accomplishments, even if other people don't see anything and they'll say to you, oh, that's nothing. Or what is that? Whatever is a big deal to you is a big deal to you. Don't let anybody take away some of the wind out of your sail to make you feel that it's something less than, because people will do that sometimes. Whatever it is that you have done, celebrate that. I did a video about that on the dose of positivity. Celebrate yourself. We do have to learn to celebrate ourselves more. And don't look to other people to celebrate us. We have to celebrate ourselves and say, I'm proud of you. You did well. Give yourself a pat on the back. It's very important in this life to pat yourself on the back. A big hoorah. Way to go. Keep going. That's how we keep going and we can see the bigger picture, what is ahead for us down the road. Because sometimes the wind comes out of our sail because we we don't celebrate it. We don't give ourselves time to sit in the moment and say, yeah, I did that. Yeah, I worked hard on that. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. Do that for yourself momentarily. Yeah, I did that. I'm proud of myself. Celebrate yourself. That's very important. Very important. Hey, Six Gunner. Welcome. Hey, Kiva. Good morning. I'm at work for listening from the bushes, but I dropped in to say hi. I absolutely loved Don't Downplay Your Accomplishments, Celebrate Yourself. Yes, Kiva, I'm a big, it's a big thing for me to not downplay your accomplishments because sometimes it doesn't matter if it's a little tiny thing, but you don't know what. My necklace is falling off. You don't know what other people don't know what you went through to get what you have. That's what people don't know and understand about you. People don't know what you've been through, what you've overcome. People don't understand your hills and your valleys. They don't care to know either because they don't care about you. People sometimes come in your face and smile in your face to try to uh, want to be on your side when everything is roses and sunshine. But when you were in that dark period, when you were in, you didn't know how you were going to pay your next bill and people didn't know how X, Y, and Z, when you were in your down spiral, in your dark period, when you didn't know who you were, they weren't there. So you got to learn to celebrate you, celebrate your accomplishments, boost yourself up, and never allow anybody to downplay who you are. We sometimes downplay ourselves to try to make other people, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, I won't say anything about myself because maybe they have low self esteem. Don't do that. Don't put yourself down to elevate another person. No, we're not doing that. We're celebrating ourselves. We're walking in our light. We know our worth. We respect ourselves. We know what we've done. We know what we've come from. We know what we're enduring, and other people don't know that. See, sometimes the only people who know what you're going through in your moments or all that dark, hard period is you and God. Okay? Only people who know that is you and God. People don't know. Yes. Let's see what I missed in the comment section. Let's see. I think I got everybody's comment. Okay. Hey, Six Gunner. Welcome. It's not showing. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and thank you for the likes. Yeah, people don't understand your accomplishments. People don't understand your hills and your valleys. And we have to learn to be unapologetically ourselves. And I have to say to myself, and I want you to say out loud too, I refuse to apologize for who I am. I refuse to downplay my light. I refuse to downplay my shine. Refuse to downplay who you are. Refuse to let other people who don't want to celebrate you celebrate yourself. Don't wait for other people to throw yourself a party. Throw yourself a party. Emit your joy. You've worked hard to be who you are. You've worked hard to be who you are. So celebrate that part, okay? Celebrate that part, okay? Let's see where we are. I'm going to go back. Okay, right here. We just finished don't downplay. So the next one is don't hedge. See, hedging is hesitating. We sometimes hesitate to be our authentic self. So people who are unapologetically themselves are not afraid to say what's on their mind. They are thoughtful about their word choice. They recognize the impact of their words, and so they think before they speak. They don't use hedging and filters and try to walk on eggshells with other people. No, they are just themselves. They cut to the chase, they get right to the point. And this is it. This is what it is. And either you accept it or you don't accept it. A lot of times we sugarcoat, we hedge people, okay, we downplay, we do all of this. Oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings and all of this. No, it is what it is. If either you like it or you don't, either you want to be around me or you don't let people manipulate and use and box you in and downplay. No, we're not doing that. We're people who know who we are. We're people who love ourselves. We're people who know our light. We know our worth. We know what we've been through and we know what we're going through right now in this moment. Because I know there's somebody here today in the chat or in the replay that they're going through a hard time right now. You don't have to share it with anybody. But I want you to celebrate yourself and love yourself and respect yourself and learn to be unapologetically you. Whatever it is you're going through right now, I want you to stand up today and say, I love myself for what I'm going through. My struggles have made me myself. I'm not going to apologize for that. I celebrate myself. I celebrate my worth and my value. I know who I am and I know where I'm going. Don't let people stop you from being yourself. Don't let anybody stop you. We have to learn to just get right to the point and say, this is what it is. Either you like it or you don't like it. And if you don't like it, it's your problem. If you don't like it, it's your problem. Okay? Yes, we are the only ones who know our real story. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I was going to say something. I don't know. I kind of hesitate to say it, but listen. People don't know. If people only knew even a little minute, I share little small snippets of my life. If people only knew the real 100% story of what it is that I have been through. And the same thing with you. I know you have been through. If people only know the real, even just a little bit, if you shared 1% of the things that you have been through, nobody knows your struggle but you. Nobody knows your struggle but you and God. And maybe if you have a real, true ride or die friend, they're the only ones who really know what you're going through. They know your real story. So I want you to learn to stop being more of you. Show the real you. No sugarcoating and downplaying and all of this and apologizing for being who you are or walking on eggshells around certain people and always saying, I hurt your feelings. Oh, I'm sorry. And having to apologize for being who you are, or people not liking you because of the way you look, because of your weight, because of your skin color, because of your hair, because of this, because of the way you talk, because of X, Y, and Z, whatever it is. Whoever you are, however you are, no matter how you look. We're not going to apologize for who we are. We're not going to apologize for our look. We're not going to apologize for our backstory. We're not going to apologize. We're just going to keep being ourselves. We're just going to keep progressing. We're just going to keep letting our light shine. Even people who make judgments and pass judgments, though they're lies, yes, they are, they're lies. It's not true what they think about us, but you can't stop people from being who they are. You can't stop people. You can't make people change the way they think about you. You just keep being your authentic self. Life is too short for you to not emit and radiate all the joy that you deserve. I'll say it again because I know somebody needs this message. You don't stop being yourself and stop emitting your joy because they are not ready to accept it, because they don't like you, because of X, Y, and Z. No, you just keep emitting and transferring the light that is you. Keep emitting and radiating. Don't dim your light. Don't downplay your light. Okay? You are somebody special and important. Somebody needs to hear that today. You are. So don't stop being yourself. I'll make you get up in a minute. Yes. Yes. We can't downplay ourselves. I refuse to downplay my shine. Yes, Boss Life Online. Never stop being yourself because other people don't want to accept it, or because maybe your message is too abrasive, or maybe because they're not at that point in their life. Maybe because you're better at your finances and you're doing well financially, and other people may not like it. It may intimidate them. Don't let other people slow down your progress, or even you. Don't let yourself, because sometimes in our mind we will downplay ourselves and tell ourselves we can't do stuff. We will talk ourselves out of things because, oh, what will other people think about me? What will my family think of me? What will this person and that person? No, don't downplay. Be up unapologetically you. I'm going to be unapologetically me. Even if the message may be harsh, even if the people may not like me, even if people don't like what I'm saying, I'm going to keep being myself. Don't downplay who you are. Celebrate yourself. Okay? Celebrate your wins, even if they're small ones. They're your small wins. Celebrate them. Okay? That's what we have to do. Karen, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Thursday. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. How's your family? I hope you're doing well and everything. Thank you guys so much for being here. Join us on the discussion. Yes, we so often will downplay ourselves, won't we? We downplay ourselves. And we have to learn that, Cornice, right? Self love. Self love is so important to the progress in your life. If you are in a standstill right now in this moment in your life, I guarantee you need to learn to pour some more love into yourself. Pour some more self love, self time, some healing, some peace, letting things go, forgiving other people, forgiving yourself. Pour into yourself, because we, a lot of times we give, you're giving out more than you're receiving. And I understand sometimes it can be draining. You give to other people, kids, family member, a job, giving all the pieces of you. And then at the end of the day, you're at zero. We got to learn to give ourselves some love, celebrate ourselves, celebrate your wins, celebrate your accomplishments, and don't downplay things. Whatever it is that you need to celebrate, whatever it is that you're walking in, celebrate that. That's how we become more unapologetically ourselves. Turn up your light and shine. It doesn't matter if other people don't like it. You keep being more of you. You keep being more of you, and don't change for other people. Don't change because it's popular. Oh, Eunice, I didn't see you. Hi, Eunice. Good morning. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you and your family are well. Life is too short to worry about what other people think. I am going to be happy, and I am going to be happy, and I'm not going to allow others to dim my light. That's right, Eunice. So often we, because of challenges in life, just because of life is hard, so hard right now for so many people. People are dealing with so many different circumstances, health problems, finances, paying bills, taking care of family members or kids, or taking care of yourself, just life in general. It can be so hard and so challenging that we have to learn to celebrate ourselves, to love ourselves, to be unapologetically ourselves. Whatever it is that you do, boost it. Turn up that fire, turn up that light. Don't apologize for being yourself, whatever it is. I know there's somebody out there in the audience, as somebody who's here in the chat now, or somebody in the replay that needs to hear this. Don't downplay. I know there's something that one of you wants to do right now in your life. I don't know what it is, but don't stop. Don't do that. We sometimes, we're not doing what we want to do because you're waiting for the right time. Life is too short to stand still. If you want to do something, now is the time. There's no time like today. There is no time like today. So go out and do what it is that you want to do. See, you don't want to live with regrets. So often we live with regrets, right? We don't want to get to the end of our lives and say, man, I wish I would have took that trip. I wish I would have done X, Y, and Z. Today is the day. Plan and make it happen. Plan and make it happen. Plan and make it happen and repeat and then celebrate and repeat and celebrate, right? That's what we have to do. Life is too short not to. Yes, turn up your lights and shine, 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 shine. We have to learn to radiate, 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 radiate. More joy, more peace, more serenity. Don't worry about what other people are doing. You can't control other people. That's why I have to constantly tell myself too. I can't control what children do. You can't control what family members do. You can't control what they do on the job, but we can control what we think about ourselves. We can control how much we love ourselves. We can control how much we respect ourselves. We can control letting things go. I give myself permission to have peace. Speak that out loud over yourself. I give myself permission to have peace. I give myself permission to emit all the joy that I deserve because I deserve a lot of it. And you have to speak that out loud. Sometimes you may not even feel like it. But I said, today I'm just going to be great. We have to learn to speak those things out loud. Positive affirmations can take you so far in your life, even when you are not feeling it. Sometimes you don't feel like it. You're in a bad mood, a bad headspace. Things aren't going the way that you want to, but you got to learn to speak it out loud. Today, I'm going to have a great day. Today is a great day for me. I'm going to do everything that I need to do. I'm going to possess joy because I am joy. Speak that out loud every single day and watch your day change. Watch your perspective. Watch your outlook. Watch your finances change. We have to learn to stop saying, I can and I won't. I hear it all the time. I don't have enough money. I can, I won't. Because that's what society tells you. Either you're too slim or you're too big or you're too this. We always feel that we're never enough. And that's not true. That's the biggest lie that is out there. You are enough. You are somebody special. You are important. You are worthy. Speak that and believe it and act and walk like you know it. We sometimes don't act and walk like we know our worth. Act like you are worthy. Think like you are worthy because so you think, so you become. See, boundaries break down, doors open, the light starts shining the more that you open up your mind, open up your thinking to allow bigger things to happen. See, I have to speak it out loud sometimes, even when I don't believe it. I have to speak it over my life and pronounce it over my life that day. Today, I'm going to have an excellent day because excellence is inside of me. Excellence is inside of you. How about that one right there? Excellence is inside of me. So today I'm not only going to think excellent thoughts, I'm going to be excellent. See, when God made you and God formed you, He formed us with all of the potential for excellence, but we have to think it and believe it. Do you believe in your excellence? Do you believe in your light and your joy? I believe in my excellence. I believe in me. So act like it. Act like you are excellent. Act like you are somebody. Act like you are worthy. You don't have to get down into the pits and get dirty with all of the wranglings with other people who don't know who they are, people who don't love themselves, people who don't know their light. See, we have to understand that our thoughts have power. Your thoughts have power. You have power. Whatever it is that you're going through today. See, trouble doesn't last always. Trouble only stays as long as we allow our mind to stay there. See, sometimes you got to work up yourself, push aside all of that negative light And we have to bring in, we got to remove that darkness. Even sometimes, I'll tell you, I know it sounds crazy, but if I'm having deep, dark thoughts and dark thinking and really negative, I have to go to my door, open my door, and say, darkness, get out of here. I don't want you in here anymore. This is a space for light. And we are going to radiate light in this space. And we're going to speak about joy because I am somebody. And watch that negativity leave that room. Watch that negativity go away. Watch it go. Start speaking about, I manifest my worth. I am somebody. Start speaking about that. Start shouting it. Watch that negativity go away. See, we got to learn to speak that over ourselves. Yes, sometimes we don't even believe it. Even when you don't believe in yourself, that's when you got to pronounce it and speak it over your life. I am somebody. I am worthy. And I open my door and I say, darkness, get out of here. And light, come in, come in, come in, light. Come in, positive thinking. Come in, joy. Come in, the manifestation of everything that God has for me. Come in, manifestation. Come in, light. Come in, flourishing in my finances. Come in right now. See, what we speak is what we think. And what we think is what we draw in. What we think is what we draw in. Hey, James. Welcome. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. How are you and your family? That's right, Boss Life Online. And we have to learn to speak that over our life too. Trouble don't last always. Get into the solution. And we sometimes we stay in that dark space for too long and we beat up ourselves and all kind of, and we go down that spiral, that dark web, that dark thinking. And that's just what the darkness likes. The darkness likes for us to be in that dark, deep pit, that dark thinking, that negative space. Feeling bad for ourselves, feeling that we can't do something, feeling that we are unworthy, that nobody loves and cares for us. And that's a lie. That's a lie. You are somebody and you are worthy. Speak it over your life and believe it. Act like it. Learn to be unapologetically you. I am going to be unapologetically me. Nobody has walked through your hills and your valleys and your darkness and the times where you cried and all of that. Nobody has been through what you have been through and what you are going through right now. But today we are going to pronounce peace over ourselves. I pronounce peace over myself. I am going to let things go. I'm going to give birth to joy. Give birth to joy. Give birth to it. I am deserving of it. I'm going to hold it. It's going to be part of me, just like clothing. Let that joy radiate from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Everybody should be able to see your joy and your light. Everybody. Because you believe it. You can tell a person who believes in themselves and loves in and on themselves. They ain't going to put up with no foolishness. So learn to be unapologetically you. We sometimes, as men and women, we let people go too far. We let people keep hurting us. We allow until we can't take anymore, and then we have an explosion, or you get sick, or things start happening to us. We got to learn to start pushing away things that's not good for us, and learning to say no to things that is dark, things that hurt us, things that are toxic. That's how we learn to be unapologetically ourselves. Yes, leave the darkness and come into the light. Come into the light. Yes, BJ, come into the light. Yes, I am worthy and I am deserving. Okay, so let's do a recap of everything we talked about. Okay. Where did my notes go? Okay, here it goes. You know how things, notes close when you don't look at them. So, number one, don't make excuses. Number two, don't apologize. Number three, don't say it's just that. Number four, don't downplay. It's not bragging. Celebrate yourself. Embrace your accomplishments. Don't hedge. Hedging is hesitating. Don't hesitate. Just be. Don't hesitate. Just be. Oh, I don't think I went into this one. Don't be afraid to say no. Don't be afraid to say no. People are unafraid to be who they are, and they will turn down opportunities, experiences, meetings, coffee chats with things that are not aligned with their goals or go against their authenticity. For example, they won't hang out with people they don't like for the sake of status or show. They're not trying to meet anyone else's expectations but their own. They know who they are down to their last fiber of their being, and they don't depend on others to tell them who they are and what they want. And as Warren Buffett says, this is one of my favorite quotes: the difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. If you think about that, how many things that we say yes to that is not in line? You can't afford it. You don't like it. It's not according to your journey and your life and your light. And we say yes to it. Learn to say no. That's what successful people. If it's not right for you, say no. Another one way we can be unapologetically ourselves is don't be dishonest. Be frank. Be because being candid, sincere, and frank with others demonstrates that you're able to be frank with yourself. You've got nothing to hide and nothing to be ashamed of. Remember, you are unapologetically you. Speaking in a sincere manner increases confidence in yourself and increases people's respect for you. They know they can count on you for your honest feedback. You don't lie to yourself and you don't lie to others. You're someone who can be trusted. Okay, so these are the 7 ways that we can increase people's respect for you and also your respect for yourself. We have to learn to show people that you're not afraid to be yourself. You're not afraid to be unapologetically yourself. And when you put out your authentic expression into this world, you invite more authenticity into your life as well. Other authentic people will then flock to your side, and you'll not only have a deeper social connection with them, but you'll also have a more meaningful social circle because you know you can lean on them for support and friendship. The more you become yourself, the more you're genuine and real with yourself, the more you learn to say no and to heal and forgive and pursue peace with not only others but yourself, you are being more authentic. You're living authentically. You're living unapologetically and being yourself. So, those are the 7 ways that we can be unapologetically ourselves. It's so important. Hey, Robert, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for coming and being here. Yes. Let's see what else I missed in the chat. I think I just did unapologetically. Angela says, be proud of what you have made of your life. Yes. So that's why I say all the time, celebrate your wins. It doesn't matter if it's small little things. If it's something that it was hard or difficult for you, or you had to bend over backwards to get it done, celebrate that. It doesn't matter if other people think it's silly or stupid. You celebrate yourself. It's very important to your life and your joy. It's okay. It's all good, Angela. Appreciate you. Let's see. Uh, uh, all facts spoken for real, for real. Thank you, Cornice. Appreciate you, sis. Yes, guys, I just wanted to do this topic today because it just was in my spirit. Thank you, Karen. And you are as well. You are as well. Thank you. I just wanted to come with this because I feel that sometimes as men and women, we always are always apologizing for being ourselves. We're always apologizing and having to walk on eggshells and and downplay ourselves. No, don't downplay or dim your light. You just keep emitting more joy. You just keep emitting your light and being yourself, loving yourself and working on yourself, teaching and healing and doing what you need to do, celebrating yourself. That's so important. It's so important to celebrate yourself. Don't downplay who you are. Don't try to be somebody that you're not. Okay? Don't don't downplay. Yep, free will. Yep, so true. Thank you. All of us have gifts and talents. Everyone does not tap into theirs. The gifts and the talents that God has given me, I make sure I try to utilize them to the best of my ability. Yes, use every talent, every gift that you have. Thank you, Peekaboo Scholars. Appreciate you. Yes, I think I read that one last. Let's see, what else did I miss? I think I got everybody's comment now. I think I did. Thank you, Boss Life Online. Appreciate you. I really enjoyed this topic. Great show as usual. Thank you so much, Eunice, and everybody in the chat. So next week, I'm going to put it up in advance this time. I usually don't. There's a reason for that, guys. Because of what I have been through. I'm not going to go into it very much, but because somebody took my topic at one time and tried to use it, I try not to give people too much time to do my same topic. That's why I put it up like the day before. So they don't have too much time to come up with a topic because that's what people do. I hate to say it, but people lack imagination. That's just what it is. And while I may not have a big channel, I have a big imagination. God has blessed me with the ability to come up with things from the top of my head, to think of my own ideas. And I feel like that's a blessing. And I hope that my shows, my doses of positivity, the story times, all of it teaches you guys something, that you guys learn something, that you heal, that you forgive, that sometimes you laugh, you learn a lesson. I think it's so important to be able to share. I try to be an open book and share the things that I have gone through. When I feel like it's ready and time for me to share the message. I have something that I have just been through. So I'm going to share that with you. And Boss Life Online, if you could please put in the link for your Boss Moves stream, which is coming up next. So I thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to my mods. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, members. And if anybody would like to join membership, I got membership. Now I have super thanks. I got super chat. I got so many things. I got Cash App. I have so many ways to show appreciation. I thank you all for every way, whether those ways or just watching videos or subscribing to my channel. All of those matter to me, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys so much. And that means so much to me. If I haven't told you, I appreciate you guys. I really and truly do. And I think in not next week, but the week after, I'm going to do a subscriber only Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Much love to each and every one of you. And we're going to go over to Boss Life Online. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for coming and being here. Like I say, every single video, story time, live stream, just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life. Bye, guys.
Be encouraged,